Okay, so today I'm going to just go through with you what was taught in class. We are doing pay, also known as wages or salaries. We just have to learn this one formula. To calculate your pay is equal to your rate of pay multiplied by the time or the hours that you work. So pay is rate by time. Okay, so here's a question. A man works a basic 40-hour week at a rate of $20 per hour. That 40-hour week would be like working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And imagine if every day he worked like 8 hours for the day for 5 days. So for if you add it up, you'll see that okay, from Monday to Friday, that's 40 hours that he work. That's his normal time that he work at $20 per hour. He also works 4 hours extra at time and a half. That's like Saturday they call him out to work and he had to work 4 hours extra. And 3 hours extra at double time. So besides Saturday working 4 hours at overtime called time and a half, he continued working 3 hours again, getting even more pay than usual called double time. Calculate his total pay for the week. So I've underlined in green all the numbers in the sum. 40 hours, $20 per hour, 4 hours at time and a half, 3 hours at double time. Okay, so we have to calculate his total pay and we do it in steps. Step 1. First of all, we are finding the basic pay as the normal 40 hours alone. So basic pay is rate by time. Pay is rate by time. His rate was $20 an hour and it's 40 hours. 20 times 40, $800. So for that Monday to Friday, he earned $800 for that regular work. Now, step 2, finding the time and a half overtime pay. Now, that means time and a half means that instead of getting paid $20 an hour, he's going to get paid 20 and half of 20 again, which is 20 and 10 is 30. He's going to get paid $30 an hour. That's what time and a half means. It means the normal amount every hour plus half of that amount again every hour. So he's going to get paid $30 an hour. So now let's work out his overtime pay for the time and a half that he worked. He worked just 4 hours on Saturday at time and a half his rate of pay. So let's see his overtime pay or his pay for that 4 hours on Saturday would be the new rate, which is the time and a half rate, $30 times 4 hours of work. 30 by 4 is $120. So for that first 4 hours on Saturday, he got paid $120. Now remember, he then worked 3 hours again. Here it is. Step 3. That 3 hours, he got paid double time for it. So we are now finding out the double time pay. So his overtime pay, his double time overtime pay, and his double time would be, well, he normally will get only $20 an hour, but if he getting paid double, it'll be 20 times 2. He's now getting paid $40 for every hour. So his overtime pay would be a rate of $40 an hour. 3 hours of work. 40 times 3. So he will earn another $120. And that's the Saturday that he worked, the 3 hours extra on Saturday. Okay, so now that we've worked out all of this here, we work out his basic pay, his time and a half pay, we worked out his double time pay. We then add it up to get his total pay. Finding his total pay would be the 800, which is the basic pay, plus the first 120, which is his time and a half pay, added to the $120, which was his double time pay. And when you add up all that, you get a total of $1,040, and that was his total salary for the week. If you add up the regular pay and all the overtime money that he gets as well, and that's how you work out the sum. Now that same sum could come to you in a table form such as this, and I'll explain. The table below shows the hours worked by a man. Calculate his total pay for the week. So the hours worked is 40 hours work, then a 4 hours work, and then a 3 hours work. And the rate that he was getting paid, he had a basic rate of $20 per hour. But when he worked the extra 4 hours, he got paid at a rate of time and a half. And for the extra 3 hours after that, he got paid at double time. Okay. Now I wrote in red ink, as I was teaching, a symbol for double time is x2. Double time. Times 2. Okay? That's what the x2 means. Times 2. For example, the 20 times 2 is 40. Time and a half, the symbol for time and a half is x 1.5. 1.5 means 1.5. 1.5 means $120 and half of $20 again, which is $10. So a $20 plus a $10, 1.5. Okay, all right. X1 means just normal times 1. 20 times 1 is 20. Okay, so these are symbols for basic rate, time and a half rate, and double time rate. So now the table had an empty spot here, which I wrote in green, the answers that we had to put in. We had to work out the pay for the 40 hours. Pay is rate by time, which is at 20 times 40, 800, just like what we had done earlier on in step 1. Then step 2, we work out the pay for the time and a half, which is now rate by time. Remember, our rate is no longer 20. Our rate is 30. 30 times 4, you get 120. Similarly, we have the double time, where rate by time, the rate is now doubled. The rate is now $40 an hour. So it's 40 times 3, because it's rate by time. You get another 120. So now that's your pay for the different sections of work. And if you add it up, 800 plus 120 plus 120, you'll get a total of 1040. And that would be your final answer. And that's how you can work out the same exact sum in a table form. Really compact, nice and easy here. Next time we meet, we'll go through practicing some past paper questions on wages. That's it. Bye-bye.